Welcome back, campers. Today we're going to be talking about the Glock Field knife. I'm going to show you how to turn this into this. Okay, so we're going to talk about stippling, like a lot of people do with their pistols, but I also am a fan of the Glock Field knives. So here's an example where I have stippled one pretty much throughout the entire surface area. And they are a bit slick when you first get them. If your hands are muddy or bloody, that stippling really does make a difference. And here's an example where I stippled one but left the line so you could kind of tell. And for visuals, there's a comparison of all three. And I'm probably going to go with this model of stippling on this latest knife here. Another upgrade that we're going to discuss is the sheath. There is a place and a time for the sheath as it is, and I do carry it in the sheath that it comes with sometimes, but I do kind of like a custom sheath for other applications, and we'll be getting into that as well. So all that you're really going to need is a basic soldering iron. They come with different tips. The one I have looks very much like a chisel grind flathead screwdriver type thing. So the thing with the stippling is it's really about getting the feel for how fast this stuff is going to melt. So you want to get a decent grip on the blade and just kind of start some type of a pattern. So we'll maybe start in here something like this. And you see how fast that melting process happens. It's super quick. So you really have to be attentive to that. And so once I get a pattern going, I just basically will keep that pattern throughout the entire process. Some people get a little more artsy. I don't care how mine looks. I'm all about the functionality of it. And I figure, your field knife is a last ditch melee life and death weapon. And if grip matters on anything, it matters on this. So once I have my first course done, I just spin that thing around. And then I'll change my angle up. And it's probably not good to be breathing in these fumes, but I've already lived pretty hard anyway, so what's one more thing? You'll probably find out in a few years that this polymer will decrease sperm count. I don't get super artsy with it. I like a random whimsical pattern because it is all about just making it stick to your hand better. Yeah, these fumes do make me a little lightheaded every time I do it. Maybe that's why I've kind of become addicted to stippling.
Some people wake up in the morning and crave a cup of coffee.
I just crave a good whiff of melted polymer. Angry face. Grr. That's kind of what it looks like before and after. But don't take my word for it. Let's ask our resident ninja what you think about it there. Can you tell any difference with those things?
Well, it's a very obvious difference, right? So the stippling gives you tons more traction. It's very stipply.
Very stipply.
Very stipply.
Technical term.
Yeah. And if this was wet, no, it probably wouldn't even affect this if it was wet. This would definitely be much more slippery.
And everybody needs a melee weapon.
Right?
Because.
Because.
And melee weapons should be stippling and not slick.
Yeah. This, hands down, much better.
Which would you rather carry to a Julius Caesar festival?
Obviously this. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Plus it looks cooler.
And that really matters. As long as you look good.
If we're being honest,
That's the main thing. It's going to look good.
It does matter. No, I like it. That's perfect.
All right, so here's the sheath that we built. It's basically just got some eyelets on the edges. And you lace parachute cord through there to secure it to your belt or your pack, however you want it. And unlike the original sheath that it comes with, there's no straps, flaps, or buttons or anything like that. I really try to stay away from that for self-defense, because you want to grab the knife and pull it out. That's all you want to do. You don't want any fine motor skills. Fine motor skills are a thing that will fail you when you're having an adrenaline dump. So I tend to wear mine blade forward, so in a closed setting, if this is concealed, I can draw in this tight of a space. You know, I could do that in a closet, an elevator, or whatever, and super easy to operate one-handed. If you want to see more content like this, go to this YouTube channel right here.